Hour of Death. The Hour of Death is the 10th episode of the supernatural drama television series Grimm of Season 2 and the 32nd overall, which premiered on November 2, 2012 on NBC. The episode was written by Sean Calder and was directed by Peter Werner. Plot. Opening quote, "And branded upon the beast the mark of his kin, for none shall live whom they have seen." Nick David Giantoli and Hank Russell Hornsby have been investigating the kidnapping of a girl named Donna Reynolds. They have a suspect, Adrian Zane Michael Mays. They question him, but he panics, wedges into a shackle and attempts to escape, but Nick and Hank apprehend him. As they lack evidence, Zane is released and Nick threatens him as a Grimm. Nick sneaks into his house in an attempt to find evidence and stumbles upon Hank, who was also looking for evidence. They discover Zane's corpse hanging with symbols marked on his body. The police arrives and Reggie Lee tells them that Zane confessed to the kidnapping and Donna was saved. While the TV makes a report, the symbols cause shock to Monroe Silas Weir Mitchell and Bud Danny Bruno. Monroe explains that the symbols means the Endezeichen Grimms. These Grimms have no heart and kill any Wesson in their path. As Nick is the only known Grimm in Portland, the Wesson will confuse him as the killer. Renard Sasha Roys meets with Juliet Betsy Tulloch to discuss Nick, and after it seems that they unintentionally flirt, she leaves. A video showing Zane's torture before dying is uploaded on internet, and the police identify one of the vans belonging to Richard Burnham Michael Patton, a friend of Zane. They arrest him, but he is worried that Nick would kill him, confusing him as the Endezeichen Grimm. He is somehow released and the police raid his house to discover his corpse. He is then taunted by the Endezeichen Grimm on the phone. They find out that Ryan Michael Grant Terry let Richard go and he went after Bud. Nick and Hank discover that Ryan has been stalking Nick. Nick and Hank locate Bud in a warehouse while Nick chases Ryan. Ryan confronts him for his methods of interacting and being friends with Wesson. Ryan struggles with control of his Lebensauger side, and Nick arrests him. Renard visits Juliet, and after some tension, they kiss. Juliet finds out it was he who kissed her in the hospital, and they kiss again. Juliet then slams the door in his face. Confused. Reception. Viewers. The episode was viewed by 5.64 million people, earning a 1.8/5 in the 18-49 rating demographics on the Nielsen ratings scale, ranking second on its time slot and fourth for the night in the 18-49 demographics, behind Last Man Standing, Shark Tank, and Malibu Country. This was an 8% decrease in viewership from the previous episode, which was watched by 6.11 million viewers with a 2.0/6. This means that 1.8% of all households with televisions watched the episode, while 5% of all households watching television at that time watched it. With DVR factoring in, the episode was watched by 8.17 million viewers with a 2.9 ratings share in the 18-49 demographics. Critical reviews. The Hour of Death received positive reviews. The AV Club's Kevin McFarland gave the episode a B+ grade and wrote, "When Ryan the intern showed up a few weeks ago, it was unclear exactly what purpose he would serve. His entrance was highlighted to designate him as important, but then he lingered in the background for several weeks, knocking over a water cooler, enduring Sergeant Wu's mockery, and if the show